Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 357.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. Well, today is a very special day. Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate Christmas, and happy holidays to you who are of another faith. I am actually with my family and friends and celebrating today, but I recorded this podcast a little early for you because I wanted to, first of all, say thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart. I am so grateful for each and every person who listens to the show and for just being with me through this journey. I'm so thankful and just want to say I appreciate you. I thought it would be fun to talk about the subject of gratitude today because gratitude is a very important part of my life and of my financial practice in terms of what I believe in that can help build wealth for you that comes from the more mental aspect of building wealth, which a lot of financial people don't really talk about. I think the mental component is very important, as you know, and as I've said many times, and as I share on the 6 Steps to Wealth, step number 1 is creating a wealthy mindset. One piece of that creating a wealthy mindset has to do with being in gratitude. Being in gratitude is something that's so important because it's been proven that fear and gratitude cannot exist in your mind at the same time. And there's a lot in our culture that tries to make us fearful. You know, just watching the news at night is a horrible exercise in fear. And watching, all these bad things happening in front of you is something that can really make people fearful and really do things to shift your focus. So we want to shift it back to a place of gratitude because the gratitude is really the antidote for that fear. And when you feel grateful, when you are grateful for all that you have and all of your blessings, it makes a huge difference. And you'll see the world in a different way. You'll see the world in terms of what's right with it and what's positive instead of what the media tries to project to us, which is what's wrong with us and what's negative. So immediately you'll start thinking about what could be and what's possible for you. And that's so important because you're in control of your life and only you can decide what action you're going to take and the success that you have. So if you feel defeated and in a negative place, like, oh, why even try? That is certainly going to change how successful you might be versus if you were thinking a more positive thought and thinking how things are possible for you, that would certainly change what your outcome might be. So it's really important and something I noticed from a young age that millionaires really were positive. They kept themselves in a positive frame of mind. They chose the positive side. Not that they were Pollyannas, but just that they chose to be positive. They chose to think what's possible. They chose to reach for the stars and to dream. And those things, you have to be in a positive frame of mind in order to be able to do those things. So gratitude can help get you there. And oftentimes I tell people to write down 100 things they are grateful for. This is such a simple exercise, but it has helped so many people. And I've seen it time and time again where people don't even think they're necessarily in a negative frame of mind, but they start writing this list and all of a sudden they feel a shift in their brain, like literally a shift. And they'll tell me, usually they'll say, well, it's right when I get around to a certain number. Let's say it's number 42. I was writing down the 42nd thing I was grateful for, and all of a sudden my brain shifted and I felt it. And I realized it's not about how many things I'm grateful for. It's about being grateful for everything I have. And that shift in perspective really makes them see the world differently, feel differently, think differently. So I want you to get out your wealth journal, write down those 100 things that you're grateful for. Sometimes it kind of might seem hard to do. You kind of might think, gosh, they're big things that you start with, like family and health and friends and love and things like that. And then you kind of go, well, gosh, isn't that already covered in this broad category that I just mentioned? Well, it is, but you can also start getting really specific, right down to, the way your dog greets you at the door when you come home at night, or the way your cat curls up on your lap, or whatever it might be. But I say you can be grateful down to your dog's eyelashes, meaning that it can be something very specific and very simple, and it doesn't have to be anything large and profound and sweeping. It can be something really, really minor. And that's okay too. It doesn't matter. There's no judgment of what you're grateful for, whether it's right or wrong. It's just whatever you feel grateful for. So write that list of 100 things you feel grateful for and see if you don't experience a shift. And I hope you do. I think you will. And then let me know about it. Send me a tweet on Twitter and let me know. I'm at Linda P. Jones on Twitter. So again, happy holidays. I'm thinking of you and appreciating you and hope that you have a very happy holiday season. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.